Hey bud, welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're going to be doing Heroes. This is by far my favorite deck. I've been playing this for years, pretty much ever since Yu-Gi-Oh! GX came out and the Heroes were first introduced into the card game. I'm a huge Hero fan. I have a big collection of Heroes, although I do need to still do some rarity upgrades and whatnot. But I love this deck. I play it all the time. I was actually going to start playing it before everything got locked down. It was going to be the deck that I was going to take to my next regionals. But I thought I would like to show off the deck now, and I know how popular the deck is, and people really love this archetype. And it just keeps getting and gaining support pretty much every year. The last piece, I think, being the Vision Heroes and the Battles of Legend, and people can correct me if I'm wrong. But I love this deck, so I thought I wanted to show it off a little bit. Alright, so for my hero deck, I think this is a 43 card list. I actually am going to try to trim it down a little bit, so if you have any suggestions for the list or anything like that, please let me know. But we do start off by playing 3 Elemental Hero Stratos. It was amazing when this card came back to 3. There's a reason why people call things Stratos for the deck. Summon this, get another hero. If you summon it with another hero on the field, you do have the ability to pop back row, which is super nice sometimes in late game if you are playing against back row decks, but this is your best normal summon of the deck by far. Then I played 2 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Just another searcher for the deck. If it's special summon, you get your mass change, which is kind of what you want to go for your first turn plays, is just being able to set up Dark Law and Plasma, or if you can set up double Dark Law or something like that. It's really hard for some decks to actually play through. Then we play some one-of heroes as well, and that's going to be Honest Neos, Liquid Soldier, and Solid Soldier. I've considered bumping either one of these two, actually up to 2. I feel now with the Malicious Hit, you actually need just something a little bit more, or just possibly another special summon in the deck, so that way you can kind of gain a little bit more traction. You can have that extra extender now that you don't have with Malicious. Liquid Soldier was actually an awesome addition to the deck, just being able to normal summon it and then special something like Stratos or Shadow Mist from your graveyard and then getting their effects off again, which was really nice. So I really enjoy it. I think it really helps out the deck a lot. And then Honest Neos is pretty self-explanatory. It's really nice to be able to add 2500 in the damage stuff to any one of my heroes and basically not have any of my stuff beat over turn 1. Then we have the newest cards for the deck, or what came out in Battles of Legend, which really help out the deck, and that is 3 Vision Hero Ferris. This card gets a lot of your plays started, just being able to pitch a different hero and then go off from there. Then I play 2 Increase and 2 Vision Hero Vion. You don't really want to play these at 3 because you do not want to see them really in your opening hand. You want to be able to special summon them from the deck. If you do see in the opening hand, it's okay. It's not the worst. But you really want to see them more in the deck than you see in your hand, so that's why you kind of play 2 over 3. And now we play 2 Destiny Hero Malicious. It's unfortunate that it is knocked down to 2 now. I'm kind of really sad about it because I do love this card. I kind of wish they would make some type of errata to where it says you can only special summon heroes the turn you activate its effect or something like that, so like other decks would stop using it, but I know that's probably never going to happen. Konami seems to love to put this at 2 and then back at 3, then back at 2, so it's kind of moved back and forth. Then we play 1 Destiny Hero Celestial, 1 Destiny Hero Dynatag, and 1 Destiny Hero Plasma. Celestial is just going to be your draw 2 if you have any other Destiny heroes for a follow-up turn. Dynatag is going to help you set up some of your Dystopia plays, just so that way you can banish it at 1000 and then you have a pop on your opponent's turn. And Plasma is pretty self-explanatory. It is a walking floodgate, being able to shut off all your opponent's effects when they're on the field. Although it does not work in the graveyard and the hand, it is still really nice for any deck that is kind of normal summon reliant, or it's kind of reliant on the effects going off on the field. And then we play some hand traps, and that's going to be Nibiru and 2 Ash Blossom. So the reason I chose these 2 is I felt Ash Blossom is pretty generic and it hits most decks. And for Nibiru, being able to, in Master Rule 5, a lot of different strategies that can just kind of spam to the field have just, is going to be a lot more prevalent, I think, in Master Rule 5. So Nibiru is actually going to be a really important card coming up. And I just like having the ability, if I do lose the die roll, I do have some form of a going second card in the deck. Even though heroes are really good at going second and breaking boards, I kind of have the ability to, you know, break the board before I have to break the board with my heroes. So that way I can just easily go in, remove the token, and OTK. You also kind of notice I don't play the evil heroes. They're actually on the way. I was actually playing this version of the deck for a while. I actually saw a little bit of success with it. I never took it to any regionals or anything. It was a lot of local play testing. I was doing fairly well with it. I did win one sneak peek with the deck. But I have been testing online, and I definitely see where the evil heroes, they have a ton of great value. They get you some advantage. Malicious Bane is a hell of a card, and they will be added to the deck soon, and I'll probably take some stuff out for it. Moving on to the spells, we play 3 Emergency Call. Pretty self-explanatory. Drop it, search a hero. The nice thing is it's not you don't have to just search like level 4 or lowers like Stratos, or excuse me, I can't remember which hero it is that has to be a level 4 or lower. I think you search hand, but regardless, you can search any hero of the hand, which is really nice. And then 3 Mass Change for your Dark Claw and your other masked heroes that I play in the deck. And then this card, 3 Fusion Destiny. When this card came out, I was like, holy crap, that card is good. The only thing that kind of sucks about this card is the restriction that you can only summon dark hero monsters after you use this card. It can be restrictive sometimes if you have to play it early going second, and you can't get into some of your other hero cards like Absolute Zero and things like that to help you kind of clear boards. But this card is amazing if you kind of get your hand stopped, and then you can keep going because of this card, because you can dump the cards you need to continue like your hero combos. Then I play 3 different fusion spell cards. So Poly, this is your Vion polymerization target. This is for one of the newest elemental heroes in Elemental Hero Sunrise, because now we can search the Miracle Fusion, and then I play 1 Instant Fusion. So the reason I play Instant Fusion is I feel like now with Malicious being at 2, you need another way to kind of extend. This helps me get another warrior onto the board to go into things like Cross Crusader. The monster I use in my extra deck, I feel like it's a little bit spicy, but I think this card will probably be removed, and that card once I get the evil hero stuff. Then we play a couple one-ofs, spells. You play Hero Lives, Ash Bait. If they don't ash it and you get a hero onto the field, it's either going to be Shadow Mist or Stratos. So that way you can either search another card, or you can search another good normal summon to get the Shadow Mist to get the Mass Change, or you just Shadow Mist just to get your Mass Change. Foolish Burial, just to send either Shadow Mist or your Malicious, or maybe another card that you feel like you could possibly get its effect off with Liquid Soldier Summon. Those are probably going to be the best 2. Pot of Avarice. You dump a lot of heroes into the graveyard turn 1 when you're actually setting up your combo, so actually having this in your opening hand is bonkers for this deck. Just being able to put stuff back so that way you can follow up a little bit easier, and getting like a draw 2 is awesome. I really like it. It's actually come up clutch for me a couple times. Although, and I feel like sometimes that's a problem with hero decks, is that they do not have enough draw power, and Pot of Avarice definitely helps that out. And then I play 1 Lightning Storm. The reason I play 1 is, well, first, I only have 1. The second is that I don't want to hard lose to Mystic Mine. This deck, you don't really main any back row hate, and Lightning Storm is really nice just to clear the board, or, I mean, if anything, if they do not play back row, I have a possible first turn Regeki, and then I can set up OTK, clear the board, go to game 2. And then 1 Reinforcement of the Army. just to get whatever warrior monster I need. And then I play 2 traps, and then I hand traps, and that is going to be 2 infinite permanents, just so that way I can interrupt my opponent and have some play on their turn. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we play 2 Masked Hero Darklaw, which is pretty much one of the big reasons why you play this deck. Masked Hero Darklaw is amazing. It's basically Macrocosmos on the field. You banish everything. If you're able to get 2 out on the field, you can rip 2 cards out of your opponent's hand when they search, which is amazing. The nice thing is that playing 2 Darklaw allows me to, if one of my Darklaw gets targeted, I can easily go into a second Darklaw if I have Mass Change still on the field with Wonder Driver. Then I play a couple other Masked Hero targets, and that's going to be Masked Hero Blast for Stratos, Masked Hero Diane for Elemental Hero Solid Soldier, and Masked Hero Acid, which is nice because Liquid Soldier, now I can use Mass Change, go straight into Acid if I cannot get to Absolute Zero. And then I play 3 Elemental Hero Fusions. That is going to be Elemental Hero Mariner, Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, and Elemental Hero Sunrise. So the reason I play the Mariner is, first, it's an instant fusion target, being level 5 or lower. It is a warrior monster, and then it is also a hero name, so I can actually use it for all of my different extra, of the Link hero monsters. And it's also another target to get into Acid for back row decks if I cannot get to Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero, obviously, board wipe. And then Sunrise is sometimes actually nice to set up with the opening board if you cannot get Elemental Hero Honest Neos to your hand. If they want to try to attack over the Darklaw, or they want to try to attack over your Plasma, it allows you to kind of, if they do attack, you can just pop a card on their side of the field, which is really nice. And then you have the Miracle Fusion to set up for your next turn plays. Then I play 2 Destiny Hero Fusions and Destiny Hero Dystopia and Destiny Hero Dangerous. Destiny Hero Dystopia, I feel, is another obvious one. It's just so that way you have some interaction on your opponent's turn, so you can pop card. You can kind of mess with its attack value once per turn. It is a quick effect, which is nice, but I can, if it stays on the field, as long as I can change the attack value, you can keep popping cards, which is nice. Destiny Hero Dangerous kind of helps out with some of that changing value, but you rarely ever see both of these cards on the field at the same time. Destiny Hero Dangerous is just another card as an extender for your Fusion Destiny. If I feel like I need to have another extender, I can pitch like 1 Destiny Hero and Shadow Mist just to get Ferris into my hand, keep extending, or get whatever hero I really need after that point. Then I play 1 Vision Hero Trinity. This is for your Trinity OTK, also self-explanatory. And then I play 4 Link monsters, and that's going to be 2 Extra Hero Cross Crusader. This card is amazing. It's one of the most, I think you feel like it's one of the better reasons why the deck actually is doing a little bit better. Just being able to bring back a Destiny hero, tribute it, and grab pretty much whatever hero you need to allow you to either extend or to end on the Plasma board is really nice. Extra Hero Wonder Driver, so this way you can get back your fusion cards and your mass changes, and then 1 Extra Hero Dread Decimator for your OTKs to add a little bit more oomph to your other hero monsters. This also helps with your Dystopia play because it does change the attack value, so you can actually get a pop out of Dystopia with it. But yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Alright, that's it for this deck profile. I really love the hero cards. They've been one of my favorite archetypes, if not my favorite archetypes, since the cards first came out in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Jaden is by far my favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh! I pretty much, anytime that he's involved with the game I'm playing, like Duel Links or I can't remember the new one for the Switch, but anytime that I can use the hero cards and Jaden, I'm always doing that. But yeah, leave a comment down below on anything I can change in this hero list. I do have the new evil heroes coming, so I may do an updated deck profile with that once they get here. I may not. But yeah, leave a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you later, bud.